All right, let's talk about how to make a field uneditable. So inside of here, if we go, we want to take this case study label here, this badge, and actually make it hard-coded so that nobody who doesn't know how to code could actually come in and change it. So if I hover over it, the hovering would be gone, and it would always just say case study on every single time that this same component called featured highlight is used. So what we'll do here is we'll open up the code editor, and the first thing that I would probably do in this moment is I would click on this exactly to find where it is in the code. And now, before I just go in and hard code this in, I should recognize where I am. So I take a look in the code and I find that, look, I'm in badge, but I'm in an atom component, which means that this badge, this component itself, is used all over the place. It's also used in our hero components, right? So like here, this is my first section component and it has this same label. So if I click on this, it'll take me to the same place, right? So this is the same file that we were in before, this label is basically a reference, right? It's the same thing. I clicked on it again and here I am in the same place. So I go, okay, I am not going to want to do this one because I don't want this to change the label in everywhere. I just wanted to change it within the feature highlights component. So let's grab the field beneath it. So if I click on that, excuse me here, I can see here's where the badge is itself, right? So now what I'm going to do, instead of bringing in this props.badge, is we'll create a field and we could actually probably even match some of the stuff here in this div, which is interesting. So what if I just take this div itself and place it here, and then we're going to need to, we'll get a little error, but that's okay. So we don't need this CSS, that ID. And inside of class names, we probably don't need this stuff. We don't need to map styles, CSS classes. Yeah, we can leave that. And then we don't need this data SP field path because nothing will be editable anymore. And then we also don't need the label or the annotation there. And then this label, we want it to say case study everywhere, right? So I'm gonna save that, and now we should have some of these errors go away. Unexpected token with I left a, here we go. We need to add that in like that, and then is it save or do I add a, do I need to add, oh, it's this one right there. Oh, there we go. Now I got it. Okay, cool. And let's let it pick it up. Great. And so now it's picked it up, and let's scroll down to where that highlight section was, right? So here's the one that says case study, and I left it in, which is kind of perfect. So inside of here, we have our that same place, and here's the one that's editable, and here's the one that's not, right? So no longer could somebody ever change that. And now I would just get rid of this badge itself by just basically deleting that section like that. And then I would probably just do like a little search for anything else that's has that badge in it. And so here's one with like props.badge, and I would just take a look here and see if I needed to do anything, but it doesn't look like that's one that's actually relevant. And same thing here, props.badge, not really something that I need to do. I'm fine inheriting kind of the label styles for this location, I think is the H2. Yeah, there's no big deal with what that is. And now I'm fully hard coded in. So here it is again. And again, I'm highlighting over this, and now no one can change it. And every time I create a new feature highlight, so I'll just do that for the heck of it. So feature highlight, and this one will look a little different than this one just because the preset's differently, but we'll see that this will come up with that same thing, case study, right? And here it is. And again, it's not highlightable. That's highlightable, that one's not. And now we have something in the code that is hard coded in and no one can change.